Welcome back to another video, everyone. I know I haven't really been posting, like, damn, it's been a long time. I just posted early this week, so it's gonna be my second video. This is pretty much all the way to have. I didn't really, last video was voiceover, and I didn't show my face at all or explain anything, but here's everything. These are the, like I said, 25-pound plates, not 22, not 10 kg, 5 pounds, not 1.25. So instead of 11 pounds or 10 pounds, I do want 5 kg plates. 5 kg or 10, just like I said, the pound plates are more expensive on Rogue, the calibrated ones. But right here, you can see, I can show you the difference right now. It'll be hard. I'm going to take a moment and show the difference. I'll let you guess, but I'll say which one's which. So as I explained on my last video, you could see, oh no, I explained in this video, in the voiceover, you can see that it's hard to tell, but the top, I already know because I know which is which. I have an order of why I do it, but the first one, the glossy one, is the 20 kg, and the more matte finish, like the second one right here, that is the pound plates. So you could kind of tell with, with the blues. The first one's more shiny. Maybe if I zoom out. Well, yeah, the middle one is the matte one, pound plate, 20 kg, glossier. Same with the reds. It's hard to tell, but this one looks like the more, I know it's the matte 55-pound one, and it looks more matte than shiny, glossy, matte. That's pretty much the difference. So these are pretty much all the plates I have. I still have the 45s that weigh 53. They're over there. I still have my 35s and my 33s. So technically I don't need to buy a 33, but I want to buy, like, I don't know why I have this like little OCD thing. I'm OCD with a lot of things. Not everything. I don't consider myself someone who has OCD, but certain things bother me a lot. Like, anyone who knows me, see me deadlift, there cannot be a crack. I can't step on a crack. Like, I just can't. I've done it a few times because at FU, the gym I used to go to, the bar would move a lot because the ground was uneven, so I had no choice. Like, you know, I'd waste energy, like, fixing the bar, bending over, left, right, and it would, like, twirl. You know, if I didn't put it left, it'd go right and all this stuff. So sometimes, very rarely, I even have footage, I think, of me stepping on the crack. The horizontal ones, not the vertical. Vertical, you can't step. Only an idiot would step on that. Sumo, it's pretty much impossible not to step on the crack. And you like if you're with the tile, if you have the tile mats in the Rogue deadlift platform, or just any platform that has tile rubber mats, yeah, so that bothers me. So what I'm saying is, I got 25-pound calibrated plates and 5-pound calibrated plates. Of course, I have a 45-pound pair and a 55-pound pair. The reds are identical. 25 kg is the same as 55, but the blues, one's 44, one's 45. So with the change plates, I want to get them all pounds. Yeah, they're a little pricier on Rogue, but it's not that much of a difference. So I want to get a 35 instead of a 33, 15 kg, and I want to get a 10-pound one instead. I mean, I kind of want a 5 kg plate, but because like that makes it 22. So this 25-pound is heavier than the 10 kg, literally heavier. This 10 kg weighs 22 pounds. This is 25, so instead of 44, it's 50. The 5-pound ones are less because it's usually the one in the quarters. Yeah, the 1 in the quarters. Yeah, those weigh 5.5, so that's 11 pounds total instead of 10. But the 35s are heavier because the 15 kg are 33, so 35s are heavier. But I kind of want the 5 kgs just to make it, you know, room for error, just make it a little more even, because it'll be 22 pounds instead of 20. Instead of 10 pounds is 20. And the little 1.25 kg. Oh, yeah, because I do have them. There's a 2.5, and I have literally a 1.25 kg. It's a Weeder one, or Veeder one, whatever, 2.75 pounds. But I want to get the Rogue one, obviously. And then there's like fraction plates, like change plates, like 0.5 pounds and 1 pound. I don't think I'm ever going to need that though. Like, I'll save that for the platform. Any record, they'll use that. Those are for records. I'm not setting records on training. Like, I save my third attempts all the time. So what I'm saying is I want pound plates for change, and I'm being a hypocrite because the kg one, I mean, I guess it's fine. I could just do all pound because the 25s and the 35s are heavier than the 10 kg and the 15 kg, but the 10 pounds, you know, it ends up being about the same thing. Maybe these are even heavier. So I got the Rogue Boneyard bar too. That bar is, I'm gonna review it later. Like, it's the crowbar, the Rogue Boneyard crowbar. That's like the most, like, that's the most elite crowbar I've ever used in my life. Weighs 30 pounds, but it feels like it weighs 50 because it's just solid. You can feel the tensile strength. I'm going to review that in another video, not right now. So I'm planning on getting, I always explain, I'm just repeating myself honestly, but I'm planning on getting, there's this Facebook Marketplace, this guy's offering $950 for two 25 kg and a 55 pound, same thing, and two 45s for $950. So that's a really good deal. Like, you'll never find that deal anywhere else, especially because pound plates cost more. Because out of the 4 plates, 3 are pound plates. 3 pairs are pound plates, and 1 is a 25 kg. So it's a real good deal. I'd have to drive to Arizona. Yes, I know that's a lot, that's far, but in a Prius is not so bad. I'd end up spending like 60 on gas. So it'd be like 1,060 with food. No, not 1,060, 1,010. Sorry, 1,010 with food, like 1,035. Like, honestly, I don't mind making a road trip because it's cheap, even with the gas, even with the food. I know it's stupid. I could just pay more and wait for it at my house, but I mean, I may just do that. But I'm thinking of getting those because I want to have 4 total, 4 reds, 4 blues. But then I would have to get another deadlift bar and compare blues versus reds, because the blues are skinnier than the reds, and those are like 0.875 inches, and the reds are 1 inch. So they're not that much easier, because like the closer it is to the bar on deadlift, the harder it is. I want to compare one day the blues deadlifting, and then right after reds. Like, I'll do working sets of reds and blues and just compare. So if I have 4 and 4, that's perfect. Like, I'm not that strong. So 4 and 4 is the most I'll ever need, even if, you know, like in 3 years, it's still enough, unless I want another red, obviously. But it ends up being the same thing. So I want to do a comparison with change plates. And like, honestly, the blues are only a little bit thicker with the change. And I already did the math. So I want to do that. And I want to do another deadlift bar. Or maybe another squat bar. But I need another rack. But for sure with deadlifts, because that's where the weight matters the most. So here's the video. Enjoy that. So here's the last warm-up of my squats. I recorded the rest, but I'm not going to show them. This 313. It wasn't very paused. It was kind of a mix of, most of them weren't paused. I just wanted to get the blood flowing in my legs. And then a lot were paused. But the last one, I don't know, it looked kind of paused, but it was a cheap pause. And here's the working sets. First set, 348.5 for 3x4. And I think the first set was the most beautiful set. The pauses, they felt longer than what they were in real time, obviously. I think they looked okay, though. Honestly, it was like all 3 sets were like a smooth 7. And I'm actually only proud of that because I did 370, I think 3x3 on Monday. And that was an SBD day, but that wasn't paused, and that was super. I mean, it wasn't hard, but this was like way easier compared to 370 non-pause, and I feel like I could have done that pause for 3x3 or 4x3 for like a 10. So same weight Monday I could have done. I just chose not to. But this was a 3x4, and I didn't think 4 reps would be that easy, but it was. And I'm really, like I said, secondary days I like to focus more on blues compared to reds, like 2 blues and 1 red. So instead of 2 reds, 1 blue. I'm going to acquire more. And it's funny, you could see on the inside, those are the 20 kgs. Those are like a gloss finish. And then the 45s in the middle are like a matte finish. Like, they're like not as shiny. And that's the difference between the pound plates and the kg plates. I don't really know about the 55s and the 25 kgs. I haven't really looked at those. But I do know with the blues, the 45s are like a matte finish, as you can see in the middle, and 20 kgs are like a glossy finish. So this is Larsen press. These went great too. This is an SBD day, all in one day. And this was the last, what is that, like 213? Yeah, 213. My last warm-up. This was all super easy. Like, I'm getting so fat, you could see my armpit. One side had a hole in it. Now both sides do. That's embarrassing. So this is the working sets, 223. It was supposed to be 220, but 2 plates is 223, so there's nothing I can do. And I didn't want to go less, so I was like, let's just go more. So 223, what was it? For 4x4. I wanted a 3x5, but 4x4 was harder and easier at the same time because it's just 4 reps instead of 5 reps, and obviously it's 1 more set, so it's 16 reps, but the warm-ups just felt too good. I don't know why, like, I warm up now with 1 blue. I do the 20 kg, so it's 133. That feels super light now, and I don't know why I'd been unracking that. And it felt super heavy for like the last, I don't know why. It's just been feeling heavy, and the warm-ups never felt good, but the working sets felt okay, even if they felt easy. But lately, everything's been feeling good. Everything's been feeling easy. But that's not the same story for Sumo, because that's where I ended it. I don't know how long this SBD day took me. I wanted to like time it, but I was just so focused. Like I said, like, I'm just focused on the workout one, and I don't think of anything else. Like, nothing else crosses my mind. Just if I need to finish fast because I need to do something, that's different. And I did go to the movies after, so I was kind of a little bit rushing because I showered right after this, and I had to go make it, and I made it right on time. I'm like the best at time management in the world. I suck at most things, but that I am better than most people. Time management and memory, my good memory. I have a better memory than most people, and time management is better than most people. But before I was saying that, I wasn't even rushing that much. I just knew I had to finish by a certain time. But sumo was not the same story. Everything did not feel great. Like I said, there was no top singles, so it had to be a fast SBD day. Because SBD day, like Monday, was all top singles and working. So that was like the longest SBD day of all time. I mean, they should be long if they're all singles, top singles and working sets. So my last warm-ups were 313 and 333. And it felt heavy, like I was saying. It didn't feel great with sumo. Like, it didn't feel heavy at all. But I'm just saying, like, it didn't feel easy warm-ups like the other two, bench and squat, especially squat. But the working sets were 383 for a 3x5. It was supposed to be 379. And I could have done 378 with the, what I have, with the weights I have. But I decided let's go 4 more pounds instead of 379. So it was honestly not hard, and it felt a little heavy. No big deal. It's not weight I'm not used to. Well, for sumo, it's super heavy for me, but like it's not that much lighter than my conventional. I did 408, so 3x5 is huge for me with 383. But it was just my thumbs. Like that's all it was. My thumbs were hurting like no other. Like that's why you see me taking so long. It's really just my thumbs because they were like ripping. Not ripping. They were not ripping, but they feel like they were gonna break off. And honestly, they didn't feel like that. They didn't feel like they were going to break off. I'm exaggerating. My left thumb, that one for some reason slips. I don't know why. The right one's solid. And maybe I just don't set up right on my left hook grip side. My left hook grip, my left hand hook grip is probably just not, I don't know. Like maybe it's just not tight enough. But I hear hook grip, you don't have to do as tight as possible. And, I've heard people say you have to squeeze as tight as you can, and every rep, if it hurts more and more and more, just keep squeezing tighter and tighter and tighter. It'll help. I hear some say you don't have to go that tight. Honestly, it just depends on your hands, because all those people have different hands than me. I have the tiniest hands in the world. Like my palms are big in my opinion, but my fingers are very tiny. So my fingers and my thumbs are tiny. So to me, that makes a big difference as to whether I should squeeze super tight, or see, like I messed up there. I pulled the slack out and I didn't go up. It was and that rep was really hard, and I shook like crazy just because I messed up. Because I like to pull a slack and then go. Like you could see the slack pull. There it is, and then I go. That one I pulled it, but I didn't go. The one on the left side. So, like I said, my hands are so tiny, so it's hard to. My fingers are tiny. It's so hard to tell what my setup should be, tight or loose. So my right one, I think my right one I don't squeeze that tight, and my left one I do. So maybe I shouldn't squeeze so tight. That's something I'm gonna have to learn. I'm very new to sumo. I think I'm good at it. No, I'm new to sumo, but hook grip I'm new to both. But I think I'm very good at both for being so damn new to it. But hook grip is something you're gonna have to keep. That's something you have to practice forever. I have a huge. I'm sure people who've been doing it for 5 years still struggle with it. I think Jamal Browner still struggles with hook grip, but of course he's way stronger, so he has a good excuse. Alright, that's it for the video. I got more comp plates coming, I really do. I can't wait to get them. Like I said, 4 reds, 4 blues is the minimum right now, and I'm working on at least a 35-pound plate from Rogue. And I can't wait for that, because like I'll be set till Worlds. I shouldn't need anything more. Maybe till after Worlds I can get a 5th red, but I don't think I don't think I'll be that strong by then. And even then, like I'll be peaking to need that 5th red if I need it. Worst case, I do 4 reds and 2 blues, or 4 reds and a blue and a 35. So, should be set with that deal I get in Arizona. If not, I'll just pay on Rogue. It's no big deal. But it would probably be kgs because they're cheaper. So if you're gonna get them, kgs are cheaper than pounds on calibrated plates on Rogue. I'm just talking about Rogue. So yeah, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and see you next video.